I mean, technically, 100% is any percent.
It is. It is. And I'll be honest with this game, any percent would be. Oof.
All right. So we've got everything here. We've got MrDdraig here. We've got Cineath providing commentary. Whenever you are ready, let me know and I'll start the timer. Just count me down.
Cool. So, hello everyone, and whenever you're ready, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I guess we're not sharing screen, but that's okay.
Oh, has it gone down? Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I'll try and sort that out in a moment. So this is The Power. It is a 2009 Game Maker Studios game by, I think it's a Lexitron, and it's a small Metroidvania. It's not very long. You know, the any percent run here is going to take us around about 20 minutes. At the moment, the world record for the game is 1851, which is my own run. Oh, that's a bad drop there. And yeah, we are gonna have a lot of fun. So, how are you doing today, Seth?
I'm curious, what is this character you're playing as? Who is this? Do they have a background? Do they have a name?
Okay, yes, there is a story. We skipped it all right at the start. And that story is that you are a treasure hunter who's basically become so wealthy they're basically ready to retire. And on your way home to your home planet, you drive past, you know, what is basically the galactic highway where you always drive, and you encounter a planet that you've never seen before. And you're just like, well, I've got to have a look at this. As you enter the planet, you basically end up jettisoning all of your treasure from your hold. And so we now have to go and find and recover that treasure.
So what you're saying is this guy went on a drinking binge and just hit the wrong button, jettisoned all of his treasure, and he's like, well, my mistake.
Yeah, basically, that's a pretty good summary of what's going on here. So this is our first boss now, and I don't really know what this thing is. It's like a really dodgy Pac-Man.
Oh, that is... that is... I don't know what to say about that boss.
Yeah, it's an interesting boss, to say the least. But it's fairly simple. We're just going to hit it with 5 of these mines. And we get what is effectively the Varia suit from the Metroid series. We are now absolutely fine with the temperatures. Oh, that was a good deboost. That was not. Deboosting is very inconsistent in this game. You can get some great boosts if you catch it just right. You get some terrible boosts if you don't.
Did we miss this donation? Sorry to interrupt, guys.
No, please go ahead. Drop any donations.
Just in case I don't, if it was announced great, I definitely want to say thank you to Cheese Reaver, who donated $50, bringing up that total to $702.73. Sorry for missing that. Thank you so much. His comment: I'm apparently not allowed to watch this run, so I'll make it longer. I'm trying to look to see if that incentive was, if it went through an incentive. I don't see that, but thank you so much for that generous donation. We appreciate it.
Okay, I'm guessing that is for the true completion run on Vision Soft Reset immediately after this. So thank you to Cheese, because personally I do actually really enjoy the Vision Soft Reset one, though it is now going to be longer than it was. So... and I'm going to have to make sure I remember the route as we go on that one. But yeah, thank you to Cheese, and great to get more money in for a good cause.
Thank you so much, Cheese, for that donation. Oh, this guy is like a Frankenstein who lifts.
Yeah, so it turns out that's a gun that he's got there. And we will be seeing that man again. So, yeah. And now we've got ourselves some missiles, which is going to allow us to break open all the squares with the white outlines. Not the ones that you can see on the left there with the triple squares. We're going to need a little bit of an upgrade for that one.
So I'm curious, I noticed that while you were damaging that boss, there was a white box flashing around him. Was that his hitbox, and is that intentional for it to show you where the hitbox is?
I'm not... I believe it is the hitbox. It's... Yeah, this is a... Well, you can see quite clearly, it's not a game that a lot of work was put into on the graphical side of things. But to be honest, I think it gives it its own little bit of charm that is the case, so... Yeah, and you'll see that, if you pay attention, you'll actually see that with just about every enemy that you kill. You get the little flashes around them. Too late on that missile.
And I guess my next question would be, are you running this on actual Atari 8600 hardware?
You probably could. Oh, stop it. This room is one of the more frustrating rooms in the game, usually because of the birds and not the turret. Because those birds will just swipe down at you as soon as you cross them, and if you are not in a position to dodge them, you are getting knocked down, and that's how it goes. Oh, I've done the wrong thing here, I wanted to go over the top.
So Cheese's donation did go to that true completion percent. Is that this or something else?
That is Vision Soft Reset, the game that we're going to be doing after this.
Perfect. So that hit, so he put that 50%.
Okay, so yeah, that will extend that run slightly. It's going to run closer to about 42 minutes now, I think, overall. Yeah, so up there we hit that save to get a refill, because this area we are going to be doing a lot of deboosting to get through this water as quick as possible.
Oh, so what you're saying is we're in Meridia.
Effectively, yes. This is most certainly, like, you know, with any good Metroidvania, you can see the parallels to the Metroid series. And so, yeah, this is our Meridia.
Now, are you taking damage in the water, like the water hurting you?
Not from the water itself, it's from those little spikes that are in the water with me. We're basically using those to get a little deboost to get through as quick as possible and with as little damage, because they are frustrating. So this is another little boss sequence or series of mini bosses. We're going to fight 4 of these guys all together, and after each one an item is going to drop in the middle of the room, which we need to open up to pick up the next one. As you can see, the room format changes very slightly.
So it looks like we're suddenly in, like, Rome, the arenas.
We are. Now this is the ruler of this planet, and he is explaining to us that he discovered the power and made this planet with the power. And that maybe we are worthy of the power also, but we haven't shown that yet, and tells us we need to go and locate all of our stuff, basically.
I think the most important question that I know I'm wondering, maybe chat might be wondering it too, have you found the girl? And if anyone didn't get that reference, go watch Labyrinth.
No. So I can see Polar Bear Bunny mentioning that she doesn't know how to say Draig in chat, and that is absolutely fine, because as most of you know, it is Welsh, and well, most of you who know me in chat know that it's Welsh and that it's buttons. Okay, so we're going to pick up all of these items on the way out using this hookshot type item that we've got here, grappling hook, whatever it's called, and get ourselves out of there, because we are not going back to that area. So our next item, if I remember correctly, is going to be an upgrade for our gun, which is sorely needed because this thing is not getting us through the yellow blocks that we need to get through. Oh my words.
I'd like to do a quick shout out for you know, the charity that we're raising money for, definitely a worthy cause that MrDdraig has set up here. If you guys haven't donated already, go donate now. Even if you can only donate like $1, it's going to help people that do need help.
Definitely, to write love on it, to write love on her arms is, like, from everything I've seen, what they do is a fantastic service, and it's something that a lot of people are needing now more than ever. And I forgot to shoot that guy with a missile. Okay, so let's take a refill because this is a marathon format, and we want to play it a little bit safer. But yeah, so as you can see, these yellow blocks we can't shoot through, so we need to remedy that situation.
Are you gonna do a clip?
Am I gonna do
a clip?
So what we're going to do, we're going to go back now to where we fought that weird Pac-Man dog wall walking through thing, and could have used the grappling there, but you know what, let's grab this one, and yeah, we'll just steadily be collecting a lot of items as we go through the game, and then we'll have a big sweep at the end to pick up everything that we've missed.
I'm kind of wondering how much time is being spent on maybe trying to find sequence breaks for this game.
At the moment, not a great deal. I have been focused on other things, but the routing on this is fairly solid at the moment. That sucks. There's not very much that you can change, and come on, save a whole lot of time right now, but obviously that doesn't mean there's nothing that could be changed. So, and also at the moment I've been trying to grind out a little bit of a low percent thing, which is a nuisance, which you'll find out as we get to the end of the game why. So yeah, we've got this worm spitting frog alien thing here.
So it looks like we're suddenly in Futurama.
Yeah, I mean, artistically this game takes us to many places, there's no denying that. But basically we're just doing this, we're going to run back and forth across the room, dodge the worms that are crawling along the floor behind me, and jab him in the eye with our grappling hook. And I believe we either 1 or 3 shots from finish. There we go.
I'm also kind of curious, it looks like these worms instantly despawn as long as you have one kind of hanging out there.
Well, if I remember correctly, it's either 5 or 6 that are actually stacked up on screen there by the time you get through it. So, yeah, the rest of them that just despawn, and that allows you then to keep them grouped in an easy-to-avoid manner, as you saw with just a little jump over them. So, we've got our beam upgrade, which as you can see, we've got chunkier beams that are shooting faster.
Everyone loves a good chunky beam.
I mean, who wouldn't? Let's be real here. But, and now we can destroy these blocks.
So this is basically your plasma beam, or maybe a wave beam.
Yeah, in fact, on my splits, this is called plasma beam. So, we're gonna go get these missiles. Bad deboost.
And do all of your splits have Super Metroid references for this game?
A lot of them. Yes. Most games that I speedrun are some form of Metroidvania. Oh, and our friend with the boxing glove gun is back. And he's gone again. But that is going to allow us to grab this item because it has now been freed from the blocks, and this is basically our gravity suit. So, yeah.
That's an interesting gravity suit. It's just a blue square.
Oh yeah. You won't notice the difference now, but when we hop into a little bit of water soon, then you will notice the difference. Good deboost.
Now, was that water area you did earlier out of logic, or is that in logic?
No, it's in logic because you need Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted by you here. Yeah, you need the grappling hook.
Right. Is there a moment for a quick read?
There most certainly is. Please go ahead.
All right,
Yeah,
so it's not exactly a read, but in true DPX fashion, I have added another donation incentive because we're hitting them faster than I thought we ever would. There is now a $250 incentive for me to eat an entire Crave Clutch from White Castle, which is 20 sliders on stream in one sitting.
20 sliders, dude.
20.
I mean,
one sitting.
I'd be willing to eat 20 sliders, but not in front of people.
That's why it's a $250 donation incentive, but it's there.
Sweating like Shaq at the foul line.
I mean, all I can say there is get the money in, guys, because who doesn't want to watch that?
So
Hey,
that is now an incentive.
$150 too.
Cool. Right. So thank you for that, because that's actually a really cool incentive. I hope you do get. I hope you hit that, and it gets done before the end of this, so we can see it as part of DPX.
It would be awesome. Thank you so much.
But I just want to say this is the most annoying part of the game. We are basically going to be swimming around in this water for a minute, just avoiding enemies. I think it's maybe just over a minute. We are getting closer to the end. But yeah, this is the worst boss in a game ever, and they hit for big damage too. Should only have a couple more now.
So these fish look sort of friendly. They just want a hug.
Yes, they look like they just want a hug, but unfortunately their hugs are hazardous to our health, and so as friendly as they may look, we've got to avoid them. So we're going to blast this one in the face with our super missile, which also is going to allow us to smash out those square blocks. Oh, hit the wall, that's annoying. Yeah, the contact in this game is not always perfect, so as you can see, I literally just hit the wall I was standing next to with my grappling hook. But yeah, but we've basically grabbed everything we could now, so we're on cleanup duty. And at the end of this little section now, as we go in towards the final boss, we're going to have 500 health and 130 missiles at the end, but that last missile will be as we drop into the final area. So
alright, Mirnan has donated $50. VSR Dev here. Hey Drag, best of luck with your runs. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, seeing as we've already got the incentive for Vision Soft Reset, let's put that onto getting meta to eat some sliders.
Alright. And since we figured out earlier, there is a way to actually do that by just lowering the total by $50.
Nice.
Because we figured out that's how to make that work. So now... Wow. Well, that's not ideal. I keep pressing the wrong button. Your timer's absolutely broken. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just guessing you're around 19 minutes at this point.
We're nowhere near 19 minutes yet, but
Where do you think you're at if you had to guess?
If I had to guess, I'd say we're probably this hasn't been a particularly fast run, so I'd say we're probably around the 17.5 to 18 minute mark.
Let's go with 18. 18 is fine. Alright, and we'll start it again from there. I keep pressing my numpad to type numbers instead of using the normal numbers.
I have that problem.
I'm using
myself.
live split as the basis for it.
This is why you turn off global keys.
I thought I did, and it keeps doing it.
I mean, what marathon would go off without some sort of technical issue?
So that's now knocked down to $200 for the Crave Clutch.
So yeah, let's make Red eat some burgers. Oh,
I think it's pretty cool that Vision Soft Reset Dev donated in the stream that they were here. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, because obviously speedrunning it, I'm in the community with it, and it's not a huge community. It is a great game, and hopefully some people from why am I doing that? Some people from here will see it and think, oh, I'd like to give this game a go. Devs are great, as you've already noticed. Me and giving $50 there. It's a fantastic game. I'm very excited for everyone to see it soon. We'll talk more about that when we get to it. But yeah, that is our last health piece there. So we are now on our way back down to get our final missiles. So this is the last but one pack. We're going to take a save here to refill health because this next section is quickest if you just take the damage. And that's our 100% of items. We've now recollected all of the treasure we lost on the planet. And we're going to go see King of the World Dude. And as you notice, we're fighting the ninja guards.
You could almost say that you're fighting his ninja guidance.
Yeah, I mean, good if you wanted to. So this is it. We've just beaten what is effectively the last boss. There's a bit of chat here. Time on the run doesn't officially stop until we hit the end screen, which will not be too long. So he's then giving us the power to make our own planet, and that is time.
Is it the power of the babe?
Who knows what the power is, to be entirely honest. Who knows
I did make that joke earlier, yes. GG, though.
All right, let's flip over as fast as you can so we can get your extended run in.